My name is Dr. Pam Middleton, your virtual holistic pediatrician and women's well-being coach. Through my books, online course, and services, I help families achieve and maintain health and wellness through inside-out healing. So today I wanted to talk to you about an analogy that a brilliant colleague of mine made. She is actually a physician, and she also has her PhD in microbiology. And she actually made a great analogy between COVID-19 and a fire. And I think this is a very good way of looking at what's happening right now moving forward. What should we be looking out for? How should we act as everything is opening up? So I'm just going to kind of go through what she said. I'm going to paraphrase a little bit of it, but the stuff that she says is really important. I'm going to be using it verbatim. So thank you, Dr. Donna Adams Pickett, for this. Okay, so the topic that she came up with was coronavirus is a fire. Are we safe from the flames? Okay, sorry I had to scratch my face. Okay, and I know I'm not supposed to touch my face, so I decided to do it off camera, even though I told you what I was doing. All right, so one of the things Dr. Donna said was that, the new word that's being used, I guess you could say the buzzword, whatever, is mitigate. And she says, what does that even mean? Like, do people even know what mitigate means? So, mitigation means we are in charge of the virus instead of the virus being in charge of us. So when people say we're trying to mitigate the situation, that's what they're talking about. Now, as she says, there's only 3 ways that we can be in charge of the fire that's COVID-19. Number 1, that it can be prevented. Number 2, that it can be destroyed. Number 3, that it can be controlled. Okay, so the best case scenario would be all 3, that we can prevent it, destroy it, and control it. But let's go through each one and what that would mean. So when you're looking at it as a fire, kind of like prevention would be soaking the matches. Okay, we're going to soak the matches so that we can keep the fire from starting in the first place. So this can happen with an effective non-toxic vaccine. If that can happen, it's realistically months away. Okay, so the question she was asking was, but do we even have an HIV vaccine? No. Do we have a reliable influenza vaccine? No. Will this virus change from year to year like influenza? We don't know. So even with a vaccine, it'll take a minimum of 30 days to build effective immunity. And how will we know if there will be negative side effects from a vaccine? So if you can't prevent the fire/infection, do you have the means, once infected, to extinguish the fire or destroy the virus? Well, an effective antiviral medication that will truly halt viral growth would do that. It could be a viral version of an antibiotic, like a viral version of penicillin, that would kind of knock everything out. But so far, no candidates for that. Okay. So then, if we can't soak the matches and prevent the fire, and we don't have enough power to extinguish the flames once the infection occurs, can we at least cordon off the fire? Can we control it? So do we have therapies in place that we can initiate immediately and prevent severe disease? Is there like a corona version, a COVID-19 version of Tamiflu, or a COVID-19 version of like acyclovir, which is a major antiviral med? Is there something available that can at least limit infection? Are there therapies in place to prevent the lung damage from becoming deadly? Are there successful protocols to effectively prevent the dangerous and debilitating blood clots that are caused by the virus? Are there protocols to prevent the post-viral syndromes like Kawasaki's or Kawasaki-like syndrome that we're seeing in children? Can we keep the fire from destroying everything in its path for miles and miles? As of now, the only thing that we have available is to dampen the matches by preventing infection through social distancing and encouraging people to wear masks and not infect others. Otherwise, every single time we interact with another human being, it's a flip of a coin. Which side of the coin are you willing to bet your life on and your family's life on? So, from the words of my colleague, Dr. Donna, please exercise caution. As much as we want it to be, this thing is not over. And I agree with Dr. Donna and everything that she said above. And I thought this was an excellent, excellent way of explaining what's actually going on. And I thought it was really important because I feel like now that things are opening back up, people have this false sense of, oh, okay, the quarantine has been lifted, so we can go back to normal. No. Even though people are telling you, no, it's not going to be like normal as what you were used to before, because the virus is still out there. It hadn't gone anywhere. Nothing has changed since this all started. The biggest change is that now we've got the appropriate PPE, hopefully, in medical centers so that if we have large amounts of people, they can actually be treated. And also, we hopefully everybody won't get sick at the same time so that places won't be overrun. And right now, many places, if it's not in one of the hot spots, they're actually like at half capacity and they've had to lay off staff. So, as someone said, you might have seen this on Facebook, and it's true. So, opening up just means that there's not room in the ICU for you. Okay. So, you still want to be careful. You want to think about that analogy I just gave. So it kind of tells you that nothing's really changed. There's nothing, it's a virus. We can't treat it. We're still learning about it. It keeps on doing different things. In fact, one of the things that people say about it, and I love using this word for it because I think it's totally appropriate. This virus is very disrespectful. Okay? Because now what's happening, we have the people who have recovered, but then they're having problems. Like after they've recovered, people are like having strokes. These kids are having like, this Kawasaki type syndrome or this, multiple organ inflammatory response. And so where things are happening even after you so-called recover from this virus. So this is nothing to be played with. Okay. So I just wanted to leave you with that. So just kind of think about that. And, I'm going to post what she said. I'm going to post this, on my page. So you can have it. You can share it with others. Please do share with others because I think it's a very good explanation for something that we still, months later, don't know a whole lot about. Okay? All right. So with that, I am going to bid you farewell on this Wellness Wednesday. I am Dr. Pam Middleton, your virtual holistic pediatrician and women's well-being coach. Through my books, programs, and services, I help families achieve and maintain health and wellness through inside-out healing